Happy week 8 of quarantine, everybody. So this warm-up for Monday, the objective is I can write a proportion to solve scale drawing questions. So we're going to be talking about scale drawing today. This specific warm-up actually comes from a previous state test, but you guys had some trouble on finding the unit rate from a graph. So I want to make sure we're able to do that. Now, constant of proportionality is the same as unit rate or constant rate of change, but you're always looking for when x is equal to 1. Now, where x is equal to 1 is here. So what's y when x is equal to 1? Well, you can't really tell. So in this case, we have to find a point that we can tell. So it looks like this is a good point. And it's the only one that looks pretty good to me, so I would stick with that one. So x would be 0.7 and y would be 0.3. So then just simplify that or find the fraction that matches that, which would be 3/7. So letter C. All right, so scale drawing. So review lesson 4. In order to solve scale drawing questions, or most of them I should say, you need to write a proportion. So we just went over that on sometime last week. So example 1, it says the plan of a terrace has a scale of 2 inches to 6 feet. What is the actual length if the scaled length of the terrace is 54 inches? So you really need to pay attention to units. So you always make your scale that you're given into a ratio or a fraction. I mean, it's given to you as a ratio, so let's make it into a fraction. So we have 2 inches over 6 feet. And then the second part of your proportion, you have to figure out where 54 inches would go. Okay, well, inches goes next to inches. So 54 inches, and we want to know how much feet or how many feet the actual length of the terrace would be. So then we cross multiply. 2 times x, 2x, 54 times 6 is 324. Divide both by 2. And x is equal to 162 feet. So the actual length of the terrace is 162 feet. All right, example 2. In a scale drawing of an apartment, 1 centimeter represents 2 3/4 feet. So that's our scale right there. 1 centimeter represents 2 3/4 feet. If the length of the kitchen is 4.5 centimeters, what is the actual length in feet of the kitchen? So first step is to make your scale into a fraction. So 1 centimeter and 2 3/4 feet. And the actual length of the kitchen, if the length of the kitchen on the scale drawing is 4.5 centimeters, would go next to centimeters. What is the actual length in feet of the kitchen? So x feet. Okay, so cross multiply. 1 times x is just 1x or x. 4.5 times 2 3/4 is 12 3/8. And we don't have to divide because the number in front was 1. So that gives us 12 3/8 feet. All right, example 3. This one involves a couple steps, so pay close attention. Danielle constructs a scale model of a building with a rectangular base. Her model is 2 inches in length, so rectangular base, 2 inches in length and 1 inch in width. The scale on the model is 1 inch to 47 feet. So 1 inch to 47 feet. What is the actual area in square feet of the base of the building? Okay, so we're actually looking for area. So in order for us to figure out this number, which is what we're looking for, we need to find the area of this rectangular base. So if you remember from previous lessons, for rectangle, area is equal to base times height. Area is equal to the base of this rectangle is 2, the height is 1, area is equal to 2 inches squared. So this represents the area on the scale. So that would go here. Now we're looking for the actual area in feet. So now we just go ahead and continue as normal. 1 times x is 1x, or just x. 2 times 47. 47 times 2, 94. And that would be in feet squared. Now, I'm worried some of you are going to get confused. Why I didn't put a number in front of x, just know because x times 1 is 1x, and if I divide by 1, I'm still going to get 94 feet squared. Same thing for this one. You can do that, it's just unnecessary, okay? Alright, so x is 94 feet squared. Alright, so your job, you have 6 questions, all of them involve writing a proportion. It's hard to write a proportion for your work. So we can just maybe use the slash. So like the slash key as division. So like 3/4 or 3/4 is equal to x over 9. That would be fine, just so I can see what proportion you set up. Also don't use that. That's not the correct thing for number 1. Similar, but not correct. Alright, and then the last thing for number 6 is that it's just like number 3. So make sure you go back. If you didn't get number 3, double check that. Alright guys, good luck. Ask questions if you have it.